So I'm going to tell you a principle of management. There is something called span of management. If you want to impact your organization, the best way to provide real leadership is to work with those people in your direct line, your front line. There's something very powerful about having someone right on your next level so you can shape, communicate, and provide leadership. Now, I'm telling you right now that this world is in need of leadership. Not only your front line, not only those who are on your team, but if you look around you right now, everywhere, on every side, people are hungry for leadership. Now, some of you were at our Ignite event a few months ago, and I talked about this very revealing for me experience when I was on my way to Vietnam. I was in my office on the 19th floor of the Unicity office building, 19th floor. And I had a flight to catch to Vietnam, and I have an agreement with the airlines. If I'm not on time, they just leave without me. That's the way it's been my entire life. No airline waits for me, so I have to be on time. So I went out to the lobby with my briefcase and my suitcase and went to the lobby, and the lobby was jammed. I thought, wow, a big, huge meeting must have just let out because there's no standing room and there's the elevators. I can't even get to the doors. And so I asked somebody, what's going on here? And they said, well, the elevators are broken. That's a problem. I have a flight. I have an agreement with the airlines. If I don't get there, they take off without me. You probably have the same agreement. Well, so what did I do? I only had one choice. I didn't have a rope. I couldn't climb down. It was too far to jump. And so I took the stairs. Now, in those buildings, once you get out into the concrete stairwell, the door locks behind you. So I couldn't get back in. It was a choice of no return. So I started walking down these hot concrete stairs, Bangkok summer, carrying my cases. And that's 19 floors is 38 flights of stairs. So walking down these stairs, making noise because leather shoes, heavy cement stairs. By the time I got to floor number 5, I was sweaty. Those bags were getting heavy, and I still had 5 more stories to descend. But there were this group of 5 Chinese men outside of door number 5. And the door had locked behind them, and they were playing with the knob, trying to figure out, how can we open this door? We're stuck. And so they had nice, expensive suits, beautiful ties, much more richly dressed than I was. And so there I was, they were in the way. So I said, the only 3 words of Mandarin I know, Toibuji, which means, excuse me. So they moved a little bit. I kept walking down to floor number 4. And then I heard behind me, those gentlemen who were trying to get into the locked door. What did they do? They just followed me. Why did they follow me? Did I look smart? Probably not, as sweaty. Did I look rich? I don't think so. Did I stop and say, hey, I have a plan. I want to be a leader. If you follow me, I'll help you out. No, I just said, excuse me. And down I went. What did they see? They saw a man taking action, a person showing that he had a plan, and they just followed. The world is hungry for leadership. Let me put this in a different context for you. There is in northern Thailand a small city, not a rich city. They do some silk, they have some agriculture, a little manufacturing, not a rich city. There was a young woman there who remembers growing up seeing her mother cry every time she would open a little book at night. And she thought, wow, I don't want my mother to be sad. I want to help my family, help my mother. Well, along the way, she met someone who said, why don't you join Unicity? And her immediate answer was, no, thank you. So after the course of several months, this person was persistent, said, said, you need to look at Unicity. And finally she said, okay, she joined Unicity. And I've known this person for over 10 or 11 years. I've seen this person when she was growing. I saw this person as she grew. I'll tell you what, she always built her front line, and she taught her other downline, those on her front line, to build their front line. But more important than telling them, it's as if she said, "Toibuchi," and showed them how to do it. She built her front line. She trained people, letting them watch her build her front line. And that's the way it went. She always led by example. I didn't tell those Chinese men, follow me, I'm a smart man. They're probably smarter than me. But no, they saw a person with a plan. They saw a person taking action, exerting leadership. And the world is hungry for leadership. Well, I'll tell you what, that woman in northern Thailand, that small city, the city was Chiang Rai. And the person was Crown Diamond Rasa. I went to see Rasa. She invited me up to visit her DSC and wanted to introduce me to her family. So I went up there and met her and her family at her home. I said, wow, Rasa, what a beautiful, beautiful home you have. She said, no, no, no. Has nothing to do with my home. Come with me, let me show you. And so she took me on a little tour of that beautiful gated community. And she showed me 7 or 8 different homes. She said, this one's my mother's. That woman who cried when she looked at that little book, it was her bank book. This is the home I built for my mother. And then she showed me, I don't know, 7, 8 other homes. And on the beautiful front gate of the driveways was a round brass plaque that said, make life better. And she said, this is my front line. And their front line are doing similar things. This is a world, friends, brothers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen, this is a world that needs leadership. This is a world in which you can exert that leadership, setting the example, building your front line. This is the opportunity. We have a perfect storm. Need, opportunity, open road as far as the eye can see. All it takes is your leadership, your front line building. Okay, so we have 2 people that we're going to ask to share some frontline experiences. These are both Frontline Friday people we've recognized. One of them is Latifa Galish. She won a few weeks ago, and the next one, you haven't heard her as being recognized yet. She will be recognized tomorrow, and that is Kieran Kalsi. So I'm going to turn the time over to him. Thank you for joining us. I'm proud of your frontline building, and everyone, let's learn from them. And thank you for your attendance. You're going to love this show. Thank you.
So hello, everyone. I am so happy, pleased, and honored to be part of the Unicity family. I'm calling you, yes, I'm in the car. I always have something to do. I have 3 jobs, and one of them is Unicity's business. And I am so happy that I was recognized the Frontline Builder. And, you know, as anybody of you, all of you, like helping people, love helping people, and thrive for giving solutions to people. I am the same way as you are. I love helping people and giving them solutions, either on their health or, you know, getting the business of Unicity. So I've been trying to always give what positive impact those products are on my health. That's what I've been telling everybody. I've been telling them also the business side and how, you know, they can get incentives out of it. How can they get commissions and money out of it? Why not? So that's how I've been building my front line. And to keep up with this and build my team, it's just their motivation. I always motivate my team. I always stay close to them, offer them the help they need, offer them the tools and the new trends of whatever the health trends happening, new products with Unicity, any new stuff coming in. I'm always there to offer my help and my support to my team. And that's how I kept my frontline building. So setting an example for my team, setting an example for everybody else to build the frontline is very important in developing a sustainable long-term Unicity business. So this is not just a business for a short-term business, but this is a long-term business. So let's keep up the good work. Let's keep up developing our frontline and developing our team. So this is my word to you, everyone. It was nice to have a word with you. Thank you so much, Clayton. And I will give my word to Mr. I forgot his name. Yeah, to Kieran. Okay, Kieran. Okay, the word is to you, Kieran. Hi.
Hi, your story is so powerful and you are so super motivated and exciting. It's exciting to listen to.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you put it together so perfectly. You know, you have to put yourself out there. You have to provide those solutions. And my number one way of putting myself out there and providing solutions is through social media. That is my number one way to recruit people. I love it because what better way to really showcase the power of the products, the power of our principles and how they translate to our health, and really showing ourselves, leading by example, as Clayton mentioned, by taking the products regularly and showcasing that and creating curiosity in your networks, right? In a very indirect way. And I really find that that's my number one way to attract people to me, as opposed to me feeling like, you know, sometimes it can happen in this business where you feel like you're chasing people, and that happens. But instead of creating, feeling like you're chasing people, by creating a following of people who look to you for advice and look to you as an influential person, they're going to see, oh my gosh, you know what? Latifa has a solution for me. You know I can go to her because I'm struggling with this in my health and I'm struggling with this in my health. And I know she was talking about something here on social media. And so that's where, instead of, you know, I talked about this in Ignite, you know, instead of just showing the product, talk about what it's done for you. Talk about the results that you've gotten on it. Talk about, you know, something you've learned when you've that you learned at Ignite, or at some of these conference calls that we get on a biweekly basis. I mean, these calls are valuable. We're learning so much. We can share this with our network. We can share this with our team and our environment, and really attract the people to us. And so that's pretty much my number one way of recruiting people, is to create an attraction business through social media. And back to you, Clayton.
You made it beautiful. So whatever I didn't say, you actually finished it. Yay! Good job.
All right. Hey, thank you very much, both Latifa and Kieran. And congratulations on your hard work. We know that you guys are working on a daily basis. That's why we wanted to have you here. We wanted to recognize you both in our Now More Than Ever event, as we've brought up this new theme of frontline building and why it is so important. So my job tonight is to talk just briefly, not about the comp plan, because anyone that's talked to me about the comp plan knows and understands just how complicated that can be. So I'm going to just give you a few points as far as why it's important to your optimal success in developing a sustainable long-term Unicity business. So, you know, we have a lot to do in this, and I have one other person that's after me that I would really like to have him share his thoughts in a program that's going to help you see great results in building Frontline as well. So, number one, you hear a lot about different models, different strategies, and, you know, 5x5, 3x3, maybe it's 10x10, maybe it's 25x25. And in reality, I've had a lot of questions asked where, you know, Matt, if I were to add 10 people on my front line, is there a penalty? Is there some kind of issues with my commissions? And the truth is, no. You can build as many as you want frontline to you. If you want a 5x5 model that you feel is going to be duplicable within your team, go for it. If you want 10x10, great. You want 100x100, 1,000x1,000, 10, 100,000. Whatever it may be, 1,000,000x1,000,000. The point being, you're not penalized in the comp plan to build horizontally. And I'm going to not try to get technical because I want to start talking about other things in the comp plan, such as team development and organization bonus, rank bonus. But the point is, you can build as many as you want frontline because of what we have is horizontal compression. So I'm going to let you do your own research. I want you to go into the compensation plan. I want you to look at the horizontal compression and understand how you can start building with no restrictions and still rank advance, still start earning more in your commissions. There's a lot of benefits for you that way. And one of those benefits to increase your earnings is because all of that volume, if you think about it, everybody that's frontline to you, all of them, if you have 100,000 people on your front line that are building, they're working with volume, that is your level 1, right? So when you start talking about other parts of the plan, that volume is close to you. So always keep that in mind. Keep the volume close to you. Work with those that you can be in direct contact to. You're building relationships. We learned from, Kieran and Latifa, that they are reaching out, they're building with their teams, they're close to their teams. And as Clayton shared in his story, they built a community of their front lines, their family. So those that you have direct contact with, that is who you're going to have a larger impact in their lives with, right? So keep that volume near to you, work with them, help them be successful, and you're going to see larger results on a long-term basis with Unicity. So finally, I just wanted to mention a few things before I get out of hand. The other thing as far as example, right? We always talk about set the example, have a purpose, build with your team, but you have to set that example first. And so building frontline, it starts with you. If you want to start to see those results, you want to start to expand and experiment. And this is in no way of me telling you how you should run your business, but there are a lot of benefits if you keep that volume near to you. So work with your team members, be that example on a daily basis. And they too are going to start to see the results in their own business. They're going to start earning more. They're going to start seeing more success. And ultimately, that's what you want. You want to see them be successful so that you too can also see success. So be that example. And as you're driving towards it, I just want to remind you of one last thing, which is 10,000 diamonds. I've heard it ever since I've been at Unicity, and I know it's just kind of, in a way, it's almost an arbitrary number. But in reality, the 10,000 diamonds that we're looking to create just means that the world is changing, and it's, we're touching the lives of so many people around us, whether they're family, friends, acquaintances. And this Unicity business is an opportunity for them to really impact their lives in a positive way. So continue to reach out, continue to share the business with Unicity, or with those around you of the Unicity business. And you're going to see those great results as you work towards being a presidential diamond. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the time over to my good friend, Micah Adams.
Hey, what's up, guys? It is so good to be here with you tonight. It's kind of hard to follow Clayton and then Matt, but I'll do the best I can. So I'm here to talk to you about the nitty-gritty of the comp plan. No, I'm just kidding. That's not actually why I'm here. That's what Matt's for. I get to talk to you about something that has been growing and has shown tremendous success, both from people having a good personal experience with it and people growing their business with it. You guessed it, Activate Plus. So maybe some of you have heard a lot about it at this point. Maybe this is brand new to some of you. Activate Plus is a 12-week experience in which somebody who signs up for it, a participant, they get a product expert from Unicity, and they get to experience 6 of Unicity's incredible products. Now, this is a pretty unique opportunity because this is an opportunity that they get guided help. Now, you and me, we all know that Unicity products work. Now, so if someone can have an experience where they are guided through the how, the when, and the why of all of these products, they have experiences that make them product evangelists for life. And that is exactly how someone grows a long-term business. So now, what Matt and Clayton had referred to, this importance of frontline building. Why would someone want to have an Activate Plus participant on their frontline? So first of all, Activate Plus is a 500 PV experience. And so who here wouldn't benefit from every person that comes through Activate Plus adding 500 PV to their frontline? And now, secondly, you get direct contact with these people. You get to work and help them understand that as they go through their Activate Plus experience, that is such a great time for them to reach out and get other people more involved. And there's actually an example of that. His name is Tom. He's actually just about to finish school being a nurse practitioner. Well, he signed up for Activate Plus. He wasn't familiar with Unicity before. Within his first few weeks, he was having such a dramatic experience, he signed up 2 of his friends. Think about that. In just a few weeks, he's experienced 6 Unicity products and just signed up 2 other people to experience these 6 Unicity products. That's pretty incredible. So if you think about duplicating and tripling and quadrupling that experience, the web goes out to where people are having these experiences with this many products and they get results. Something that has been absolutely astounding to me is that people's own volition, their self-admittance as they're done with Activate Plus, is that they can't live without balance, they can't live without Unimate fuel, and they can't live without matcha. So 3 of Unicity's most unique and powerful products, I don't have to sell to them. They tell me how can they get more? How can they stay on these products that have helped them feel better, look better, and ultimately give them a new hope? And so that's music to my ears, and it should be music to everybody on this call's ears, the fact that they want to stay on Unicity products. So why Activate Plus? Because to build your frontline and to build a long-term business, this produces long-lasting volume, and it changes people's lives. Talk to anybody who's gone through it, and they will tell you it has changed their life. And so as I move to a close, there are 10 slots available that we've just made available, especially for you. So when they're gone, they're gone. We look forward to helping all that come through Activate Plus. Use this as an opportunity to build your frontline using Activate Plus. Now, it's my privilege to turn the time back over to Clayton for a close.
Micah, thank you. Micah, you need to come out of that shy place. What a great presentation. Okay, so first of all, let's give a big thank you, recognition to Vilda Plaza, Latifa Galish, Jennifer Diaz, and Kieran Kalsa, the first 4 people we've recognized as our Frontline Friday champions. So Kieran, you were recognized a day early. We've already chosen the one for next week, and the name is, well, you'll learn next week. Okay, now, thank you, Micah, thank you, Matt. That's my team. We all work for you. We are here to support your growth and celebrate your successes. Now, I told you there'd be a surprise announcement tonight, and I don't know if you've guessed what that is. Anyone want to raise your hand and take a guess? Well, I see all that. Well, good. I might as well sit down. You already know. Okay, so the surprise is this, and it's a real treat and honor for us, but on September 24th, that is the next North America Now More Than Ever call, right? In a world of distractions, stay on course. Next meeting, September 24th, 5 p.m. Pacific, be here to listen to our owner and CEO, Mr. Stuart Hughes. So my part in that meeting will be very brief. I know we want to hear from Stuart. So make your plans, bring your friends, your family, your team, your prospects, your cats, your dogs. Let's be here in force. All right, thanks again for my team, Micah, Matt, and the 4 Frontline Friday champions. And let's have a great week, great 2 weeks till we meet again. And thank you very much. Toi Gucci.